Okay, so here we are for the battle against Charizard. I'm going to press A, we're going to get straight into this. And we're probably going to get swept by Charizard. He brings Dragalge. It's a few things I expected. Dragalge, Charizard, Ferrothorn, Comfey, Throw, and Crocodile. What has he not brought that I expected? There's a couple of things that he's definitely not brought. The Throw can be a bit annoying, but we do have multiple ways of dealing with that. I've always been quite happy just to lead off. He didn't bring a Rotom Wash, which is really nice. He has one removal in Comfey. If he leads off Ferrothorn, that could be a little bit annoying, but do I want to lead off with Swampert? I can bring it in on a few things. I don't want him leading with Dragalge, if I can help it. We can always go into... honestly, not a lot for Ferrothorn. Do I want to lead off with my Urshifu instead in that case? Like, Rocks are going to be really nice just for a little bit of chip, but I don't think they're essential in this game. I think I'm just going to lock it in. Hopefully he doesn't lead Ferrothorn, but he may also want to set up Rocks. He could have Power Whip. It would make sense, but I think Body Press, maybe Gyro Ball would make more sense. But good luck, have fun to my opponent. And yeah, hopefully it's a good game, and we don't just get swept by Charizard, but you never know, that thing is terrifying, so we haven't really got switch-ins so much. Okay, he just leads straight off with it. Yeah, that's not what I was expecting in terms of leads. If he's going for anything, he'll go for the... I would have thought he would go for the... GMax Solar Beam. I'm going to see whether he wants to actually go for the GMax here. Does he just want to go for it turn 1? He does. Okay, so he is going he's going straight for the sweep on turn 1. Let's see how it is. Kind of wishing I brought my Spadef variant, but does he just have the... Okay, here's the Airstream. We could have just stayed in Toxic, but we are going to be able to get a Toxic off on this. Do we have enough to be able to click sub once and waste a turn? If he goes for Wildfire, I do just die. I think Tox King is the safest play, just wearing this thing down. We do lose one way of dealing with Throw, but yeah, I'm okay just to click Toxic and let my Torn go down for this. We do hit the Toxic, so that's nice. If we missed that one, that would have sucked, but yeah, I'm probably just going to go down. Okay, we could have stalled out another turn. That could be deemed as a misplay, I guess. In hindsight, I should have subbed, but I didn't want to... I didn't want to die to the Wildfire. Yeah, I would die to Wildfire, I think, after... So, yeah, I think we pretty much live any one hit with our Exploud here. Unless he's got a fighting type move, which he could potentially have. He didn't go for the Solar Beam on the first turn, which is interesting. If he's got it, that will almost definitely just take me out, I'm sure. How much is Exploud taking from Charizard GMax? Probably quite a lot, I would say. Max Knuckle also won't kill it, so yeah, I'm just going to go into this and I'm going to click Boom Burst because it should do a good amount of damage. I know I go to Swampert afterwards. Kind of wish I had the rocks on. I had the Rock Slide even on my Swampert. He just goes for another max airstream. That does a lot of damage. That's a... Is that more than I was expecting? Yeah, that looks possibly modest. It's going to do a lot of damage, but I think it's worth keeping this X-Cloud around. Because I do kind of struggle to take on Ferrothorn without it. So I'm going to go out to my Swampert. I should really look up the matchup as well, just to see what the state of play is. I've only lost one in exchange for his GMax, which is not awful. I definitely wish that I had just gone, straight for the sub on my Torn, but I don't think it was worth it. He hits Hurricane, it's a little bit unfortunate. It's not going to be a 2-hit KO. No confusion as well, even better. And if this thing is like Power Herb Solar Beam, then that's wild. Do I want to get my Rocks up? Rocks is a nice chip, but I think Flip Turning might just be the better play. I think I just want to Flip Turn it. And possibly the Ferrothorn comes in, so we can then bring in our X-Cloud. You may also choose to just sack off the Charizard. You may just choose to get damage off instead. If he has Roosts, then he clicks it here. No, he's just going to switch, and I would assume this is the Ferrothorn coming in? Yeah. That's alright with me, that's fine. I'm just going to Flip Turn. I'm going to see whether this is Rocky Helmet as well. It's got the Iron Barbs. No Rocky Helmet, okay. I'm expecting like Chople. But I'm just going to bring my X-Cloud in again. I mean, it could be Ocker. Maybe he's expecting Ocker. And he doesn't really have a switch into a Fire Blast. Thinking about his team, outside of Dragalge. So I kind of want to click Fire Blast, but I also really want to click Boom Burst, not expecting him to want to stay in. He will kill me if I don't click it. Surely he expects a Fire Blast here. So I'm just going to click Boom Burst. If he stays in, he stays in. It's a good play. But I don't expect him to. As he just goes back out and he sacks his Charizard. Okay. If we hadn't made that read, then we probably would have lost our X-Cloud there, so at least we've managed to get a kill with it. And he may think I'm locked in as well. Like, he might just expect Specs. And if he goes back into his Ferrothorn, then we can hit it with a Fire Blast, but I don't think he's going to just, like, assume Specs. I expect he probably goes out to, like, his Crook, maybe here. As long as we have our Gardevoir, he actually... Yeah, he does go Crook. As long as we have Gardevoir, we're actually in a pretty good place in terms of taking on things like Comfey. This still outspeeds a lot of his team and does a ton of damage, so I definitely want to keep this around. And I think going into Swampert is probably the play. And he may set up Rocks. That's entirely possible. But I have a feeling it's going to be Choice Scarf. It makes sense to be Choice Scarf. He just goes for the Earthquake. We're going to go to Scalp Damage. That does a lot of damage, so we are going to be sacking our Swampert here. Swampert, Crook. It's looking like Choice Scarf. Yeah, that was around that kind of damage. I mean, I don't have a switch in to Earthquake anymore, so... yeah, I don't have a switch into Earthquake. So I'm just going to... I'm going to click Rocks on the off chance that he decides not to kill me here. No, he's just going to finish me off. That's to be expected. but Swampert did a decent job. I guess it took a hit, as it is Moxie. I assume Moxie Scarf. So I'm just going to go into my Urshifu here. And as much as I want to make a prediction, I don't think that's the play, because I can always switch in my Gardevoir into Comfey. So I think my play is to always click Close Combat. There's a strong chance he just goes Comfey, but I go into Gardevoir if that's the case. And retrace the triage, which is really nice for us. Actually goes into the throw. Likewise, I think I just go into Gardevoir on this as well. Does good damage. Oh, you see lefties? Yeah, this could potentially be bulk up. I'm not surprised the throw came along, it's just very bulky. And yeah, I'm going to go into my Gardevoir. You're going to see what ability it's got as well, whether it's Mold Breaker or Guts. I would assume Guts, but I think I need to make some more predictions. Like, the way my team is built, yeah, just go for the knock. That's going to do a good amount. What's it go into here? Ferrothorn? Probably Ferrothorn. Like, I would assume the Ferrothorn comes in, but do I care too much? No. I'm just going for a Draining Kiss. So he probably does go into the Pharaoh. Yeah, he is. I really should have gone for the Mystical Fire. Like I literally just said, I need to start making some more predictions. And that does not do a lot at all. Can we get any information off of that? 450. It is leftovers. I mean, it's a roll to kill if he isn't Spadef. It's a roll to kill if he isn't Spadef. I could also go out into Zeraora. I'm just going to click Mystical Fire. Because if he goes into like Dragalge or something, then it's fine. Hopefully this does enough. Okay, it doesn't. Hopefully he's not got Gyro Ball. That's the other thing. Okay, he just does have rocks. That's fine. That is fine by me. And do I want to just click it again? Like, it does seem pretty obvious, but I don't see a reason not to just click it again. Like, he can go into like Crook or something, but he can also just go into Crook after this. But I certainly need to keep this thing around. And I mean, if we can trace the adaptability, that'd be real nice. Especially because that Ferrothorn's gone. Yeah, he's just going to go out into this, which I believe is probably going to do enough damage. Choice Scarf. We're at 110. Yeah, it's going to do enough of Earthquake. I think this is probably time for X-Plow to go down. Kind of wishing that I brought Tang. Like, against the team he brought, Tangrowth would have actually been pretty good. But if he brought other stuff, then Tangrowth was just really not good in this game. So he's just going to click Earthquake. Like, he has no reason not to click Earthquake at this point. And I definitely have to go into Urshifu. I think I got to click U-turn. And I instinct's a +1 if I click U-turn and he stays in. That's the problem. I think I just want to click Close Combat again. I definitely want to click Close Combat. I know that there's like the throw comes in every time. But it's my best play. Like, he doesn't really have a great Draining Kiss switching anymore. And if he goes into the Comfey here, then okay, he just goes into throw again. I probably should be more aggressive, but if I... Is that doing enough? That is... I need to start looking at the other screen. Urshifu against throw. And if he's like 252 bold or impish, 37 to 43. He's at what, like 39? Do I need Urshifu for the rest of this game? Yes, I do. I can't afford to lose it. Yeah, I think I'd just go into Zeraora. Zeraora is not as necessary for the endgame by any means. He just goes for the knockoff again. At the end of the day, we couldn't really afford to lose our Choice Scarf, because if we lose our Choice Scarf, then we're in a real bad place. So he doesn't have the greatest switch-ins to this. Do I just want to... I'm just going to Plasma Fist. If it's bulk up, then I immediately Volt Switch into my Gardevoir on what I would assume would be a rest. He could definitely go into Dragalge, and if he goes into that, then I think I just want to sack my Zeraora. That's the Dragalge. It should still do a good amount of damage. Yeah, that's not bad. That's respectable. And I'm just going to keep clicking it. Because at this point, I think like Urshifu and Gardevoir might be able to win this game. It's going to be rough, regardless. I kind of wishing I had a knockoff right now. He's got a Sludge Bomb, which probably knocks me out. Never mind. We have no boots, so we are going to die to... We would die to the next hit. I think we're going to lose this one just because we sacked off too many mons, effectively. And he can just go, like, go into Crook. You know, like, basically pivot around Crook and throw / Comfey the entire game. But, you know, no, there's still a chance. Yeah, she's going to Sludge Bomb again, yeah. So Dragalge's going to pick up the kill. And as much as I would love the adaptability, he does get a free switch into Crook. We'll get a free switch into Crook. I could also just go for the Draining Kiss here. Draining Kiss should kill. I'm pretty sure. Dragalge. Draining Kiss should do enough. Especially if I'm adaptability. Like, this should absolutely do enough. Unless he is Assault Vest, that is the only... But I've got to click it anyway because I need to try and get myself into range of being able to live a hit from Crook. He isn't Assault Vest, so how much health are we going to get back? 109, so we Annoyingly, not going to be enough to deliver hit from Crook. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate, but I'm sure there is no way I actually am able to take a hit here. I think regardless, I gotta go into my Urshifu, I'm pretty sure, and preserve my Gardevoir, because it is my way of winning late game. I'm at 62%, Earthquake does 64 min. So just Earthquakes to be expected. Does a good chunk of damage. He needs to keep this to beat Gardevoir. If I U-turn and he stays in here, I do just lose. Actually, I go for close combat. Yeah, I go for close combat here. Because if he goes into the Comfey, then I trace Triage. Now you are going to knock that out, which is amazing. Yeah, I can trace the Triage. But if he goes into Throw here, do I... If he goes Throw, then I have to close combat. He goes into this. I kind of want to hard into Gardevoir. Not gonna lie. Would that be a throw? I think that would be. Because I don't need this to beat throw. So I think I just sack this off. If he Calm Minds, then that's like, okay. If he Calm Minds, that's probably like the one way we lose. He does Calm Mind. Okay, I should have just gone hard Gardevoir. Should have gone hard Gardevoir. How many does I have to get for Trading Kiss to really start doing enough? I have to get to +2. I think I just want to keep attacking this. Because if I weaken it low enough, it won't be able to gain enough health back. This is fine. Because it's a +1. After one lot of rocks, be about 50%. Training Kiss, if it's a +1 special. It's a tough endgame, not gonna lie. It's a tough endgame. It's what, back at full? So that puts us down to 88, which is exactly 50%. We do trace Triage, but it outspeeds us. Yeah, I don't think there's any way we can win this. I think I just gotta hope for the best, go for Draining Kiss. Gonna Draining Kiss first. Yeah, that's doing too much damage. Unfortunate. Good game to my opponent. He played this one well. I think not going into Gardevoir on first Calm Mind was my biggest misplay. I don't think there's any way in which I can win this from this position. I mean, a Slice Shot crit, I think that's what I gotta hope for. But this may knock me out anyway. Yeah, it does. Good game, Scaladite. Definitely feel like I could have played that one better. I wasn't aggressive enough at certain turns, but I feel like I just played some. I don't know. I haven't got my thoughts together. Like I'm not. I don't know how to describe like what's going on. I'm not feeling like I'm in the game at all today, which is really unfortunate. But yeah, good game to my opponent. I said that like 4 times now, but we go to 2-1. Because of last week, we're now at 0 differential. And yeah, that was a tough matchup. GMax Charizard was so good against my team. I do really wish that I didn't click Toxic on the first turn, click Toxic on the second turn with my Taunt. I should have clicked Sub. I think there's so many misplays I could go through in this game, but it's irrelevant. We lose the game. So I don't know who our week 4 is. I have no idea who our week 4 is, but if you did enjoy the video, please do give a like and subscribe for more Draft League content. And until the next one, have a great day, guys. Peace.